What's going on, everyone? Frank Robles with the Strength Equals Show. So today we're going to show you guys how to do your own sandbags. So as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and you can get more of this content. We have two types of bags here. Slight difference. I believe this one is bigger. Okay, so we're going to use that one for the heavier weight. So today what I want to make is a 75-pound bag. Okay, and we're going to do, let's see, I have a 250-pound bag. And I have a 110-pound bag, so 110, 180, 245 technically. So why don't we do I'm trying to think myself. We'll do a 150-pound bag. So we're gonna do this one to 150. Okay, so let's show you what we do. So as I mentioned before, just get yourself some duffel bags. These are relatively cheap. Go on eBay, Craigslist, go Google somehow, duffel bags, the Army duffel bags. People get rid of them, used ones, for fairly cheap. So it won't cost you that much money. So what I do, you could just go straight sand into here, but I actually think that can cause problems after a while. You do get little holes after throwing them down. Maybe not with the lightweight ones. When you start getting past 150 pounds or so, you start getting a little bit of the seams breaking. So what I do is put construction bags inside for extra protection. So let's do that now. So these are 3 mil. Just to be on the safe side, if you want to call it that. There you go. I put 2. So put it in like so. I'm in the bag. Okay, so there's 1 bag. Okay, but like I said, I like to put 2. These bags, again, they're not that much money. I can't remember. I got those, any hardware store was selling them. It might have been, it's been a while, but $10 a bag. I mean, a box maybe 15. It's not gonna break the bank. Still cheaper than a gym. So let's just say about the cost of a gym membership every month. As I stated before in that sandbag video, if sandbag workouts is all you had to do, I mean, it would really be all you need to do. If your goal is overall strength, tenacity, toughness, okay? May not be the ideal for, let's say, a quote-unquote strict bodybuilding, but your body will build, trust me. All right, so now we got the sandbag in there. The construction bags, I'm all over the place. So let's start putting the sand in there. So I got the scale out here so that we can get the 75-pound mark. So I went out already to there's a sand pit in the backyard over here. I'm pointing in this direction. That I have asked them already, can I get sand out of there? And they were like, sure. It isn't like I'm taking thousands of pounds, at least not yet. So anyways, I went and got the sand. I would imagine I got 200 or 300 pounds of sand right here. So let's just start putting it inside our bag. Once you get like 1 or 2 scoops in there, it stands up on its own, fairly easier. All right, there's 1. So I just put 2 in there. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of get an idea how much each shovel weighs, roughly. So I got 22 pounds in there. So let's just say 10 to 12 pounds each shovel. So you get an idea. So I'm at 22. $33. Let's see how accurate this is. $44. We'll go 1 more to make sure. So let's see how close we are. If this is at 55 or so. I'm just waiting for the beep. Oh, we're off a little. That's 44. Alright, so no big deal, obviously. Better to err on this side, it's just easier to take the sand. I mean, put more sand than take sand out of it. Five. Let's see where we're at. $63. So one more should do it. See you, Ava. Have fun at work. All right, we're at 69, so let's go a little bit more. All right, so 75.2, perfect. Okay, so this is how we want to seal it up. First, I tie up the bags, okay? Trying to do that twist, of course. I mean, you can do whatever way you want. I use duct tape. So, go get Django. Alright, use the duct tape. I think this is pretty self-explanatory. You know, I like to double up sometimes, as I have found in the past. It does open up after a while of just throwing the thing around, just the pressure of the sand. So just double that up. Alright, tuck that in there. And the reason why I also like this bag, the smaller bag, you'll see on the other one, I'm going to rip these off or cut them off. But this smaller bag for the 75 pounds, we're going to keep it because you can do backpack drills with this. You want to go for a walk with 75 pounds. You can bear hug it. You can backpack it. Okay, so obviously that is working itself. So same thing with the outside bag. I do it duct tape, but I also tie it. You'll see what I mean. To reinforce this. So I put the tape. I got myself some rope. If you know how to do a clove hitch knot, put a clove hitch on it. That's how I like to do it. And then tighten that up. Okay. Come back around. And then I just do a regular, regular knot. Double knot it. Alright, so now you got yourself a 75-pound sandbag. How long did that take? I don't know. Tops, overall, getting the sand and all that. So 20 minutes. Okay, but the actual bag, making the bag right here, 5 minutes, 10 minutes tops. So let's try to use it as a backpack, see how it works. Just clips. All right, having some technical difficulties with this strap. All right, here, let's put it down. See if we can fix this. strap. Okay, let's try this again. This is going to pull up. You got to be careful with this. I gotta be honest, I've never done a quote-unquote backpack workout with the sandbag, so this is kind of a new concept. I haven't never done it, so this is going to be something interesting. And that thing, we're going to have to work on that, figure that strap out. But anyways, as you can see, we can walk with this now and be fatiguing. Okay, that's one exercise we can do with this. Maybe these bags are not going to work for that. Yeah, we have to figure out these straps. If they don't cooperate, we cut them off if they're not going to work for that. Okay, so, but what I would do personally with a 75-pound bag is, depending on how strong you are, put some of this stuff down. Really wasn't planning on doing too much of a workout right now. Oh wait, that's the, So depending on how strong you are, the 75-pound bag can be your lighter day stuff. Okay, so you can, what I like to do is think of a wrestling, you're wrestling with the bag, okay? You can find ways to pick it up. Okay, get it, throw it over your bag, over your back, okay? There's one movement. You can pick it up. After you've done that, run with it, literally trying to throw it, okay? And the reason why these exercises are good is because it creates that, as I often talk about, that power movement, getting your snap, if you will, and keeping yourself. I think this keeps your joints, contrary to what other people are thinking about stretching and slow movements, this keeps you healthy, okay? Because it keeps you used to this kind of stuff. That way it isn't like you're sitting on the couch one day and all of a sudden you got a jolt, and that's when you pull something, okay? You're used to doing it, okay? Like another thing, you can even wrestle with this thing. I'll show you what I mean. Try not to be too violent with this electronic equipment on me. Okay, but again, with the lighter weight, as you get stronger, obviously increase the weight, but you can wrestle with it like you're getting up, twisting it, okay? Do some evolutions of this. Stand up, like I said, throwing it. The lighter bag, you can have this kind of fun with, okay? You can turn it into a 10-minute, 15-minute cardio session. If that doesn't get your ticker going, then up the weight, really. But 75 pounds will get you tired. But again, it'll get that finger strength, that heart going, the muscle strength, of course, the muscle endurance, all right? Again, that, I don't know how to word it, but that oomph, okay, that's the best way I can come up with it. That like, feeling. Okay, so sandbags are great for doing this. So, all right, so here's the 75-pound bag. Now, we're gonna go for the bigger bag. Let's see if we can get this 150 pounds. We should have enough. But first thing we're gonna do, excuse me one second. I'm gonna get rid of the straps. Yeah. And the reason why I get rid of the straps is they get in your way anyways, okay? And when they start to get heavier, you're just gonna rip the bag anyways. And I don't want you being tempted to actually use this. If we do want to use the bag as a farmer's carry, I'll show what we can do. But we just don't want to use this for like reasons I said. It could rip, but also the goal of the bag is to also strengthen your fingers. And how do you strengthen your fingers with the bag? Is that actual needing to dig in and grab that, okay? When it gets heavy, it gets harder, of course, not only because it's heavier, but you get less of the squish of the sand. So it's more like a rock. Okay, all right, so let's get what we said before. A couple of construction bags. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna show one. I got it in my head. It's been a while since I've done this too. Another exercise I like to show what you could do with the lighter bags, okay, this is probably one of my favorites. It's called the Turkish get-up. I learned this, again, a lot of this stuff I learned from 𝗏𝗏 Dinosaur Training. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. That's 𝗏𝗏 Dinosaur Training. Awesome book, okay? So he talks about all this stuff. But this is a great exercise called the Turkish get-up. Okay, I'll do it in slow-mo just to explain some things. Hey, buddy. So what you're doing with the first part of the movement, it's going to be lat basing. Again, it's not bodybuilding, so don't try to think, well, what muscle groups am I working? I will specify, but you're working your body, okay? There's the dog. All right, watch out, buddy. So, obviously working your lats and abs, that's first movement. Okay, you're going to bring the bag and sit up with it. Okay, this is where that power comes in. You need that momentum, because when you use it to your advantage, it does make the exercise easier to do, but also harder because you're creating that momentum. Okay, because you'll see. I mean, now the goal is to get up without using your hands to help you. So you could obviously just shimmy yourself up like this. There's one. And then back down. Okay, watch out, buddy. Watch out. So let's do it with a little bit more snap to us, okay? And you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so now I used that momentum, the inertia, to help me stand up with it. Even though kind of easier in the sense, I don't think so. It gets very tiring trying to create that kind of power every time, okay? So, there's another movement. Drop the rock. Another movement that you could do with the lighter bag. I actually do that with the heavier bag that I have, the 180 pound, but it doesn't look that easy, and it's not. It's more of the slower process of getting it over. Sometimes even using my hand to just get into the up position, okay? So there's nothing like technical, you have to do it this way. It's just kind of two different versions of doing the exercise. One in a more lighter cardio way, if you want to call it. And then the other way, still cardio, because you're breathing like a racehorse after 5 reps with it. The heavier version, okay? So, anyways, let's go back to our bag. When I did the 250 pound sandbag, I did 3 bags of the construction bags, just because, again, the weight of it falling down, it might be overkill. But like I said, the bags are cheap, doesn't hurt to do it. Just giving you some ideas. All right, so as we said before, first scoop usually helps you out, getting you to stand up. All right. Huh? itself. Bag's a little taller, so it's not staying up as easy. What I'm gonna do is lean it up or over here, I guess, too. Not that that'll help too much, but all right. Actually, if you get your sand from like a pool shop or even just go to Home Depot or wherever hardware store that sells sand, those come in 50-pound bags. So those are actually, if you don't even have a scale already done for you, obviously you can do an increment of, well, I guess I was gonna say you can do it in 50, but you can do half bags. Okay, so a full bag with a half a bag, okay, get your 75-pound bag. Obviously do your math from there. And those bags itself, again, are not expensive. As I said before, these are great exercises for people who don't have access to a gym, perhaps living in an apartment or even just your house and you don't want to drop weights. Okay? You can do it in your house. Maybe that was a bad idea for now. Hey, you can do it in your house without really damaging anything. Maybe you don't want to do the throwing of the bag, as I was showing you. That might damage something, you know. But you could do those other exercises that I've shown you. Not only, obviously, far less chance of destroying the floor when you drop a bag over a rock, because again, stones are a great way to train. But if you do drop a 200-pound sandbag on your foot, I have done it, it hurts. But you can definitely walk away and laugh about it and not even think about it too much other than, yeah, that kind of hurt. You drop a 200-pound stone or anything on your foot, or anything hard, it's gonna hurt. So another safe tool for that way, for that kind of thing. All right, let's see where we're at for weight, by the way. $87 pounds. All right. Definitely should have the 150. That brings us up probably close to at least 95, I would think. All right. So as I said before, I joked around, skip yoga and get yourself a sandbag, okay? Forget the hot yoga and do the cold sandbag, okay? Bring it outside in the cold weather, work out in that cold weather, feel your fingers burning, feel your muscles pumping, all right? Forget the hot yoga, cold sandbag. All right. All right, let's see where we're at. 141. Getting there. What do you think? This scoop should do it, Mike?
I think so.
Who thinks that that's it? I say it's 152. What do you think?
53.6.
All right, 153.6. Let's see what we got. 148.4. We both just went over. We lost the prices right. All right. But I like where your head's at. I'd rather be over than under. All right, let's see where that brings us. 153.6 now. $152.0. All right, so we'll stay there. So as I said before, what do I do with that duct tape? Let's duct tape this. The bigger bag, we will double it up on the tape. Sandbag is excuse-free working out. You can't say I can't afford it. I mean, I guess you could. You could say whatever. But if you got yourself enough money to use a cell phone to be watching me, most likely you have enough money to buy yourself a sandbag. At least 3 of them for probably well under, would you say under 50 bucks? Sounds right, Mike?
50 to 67.
Yeah, so you, yep, so he actually bought these sandbags this time around. I don't know how much he paid for them this time around, but I know the ones I got.
Between 40 and 70.
Per bag?
Yeah.
Okay, you paid a lot more than I did, which is still a decent price. Maybe they just don't have them, but when I got them, like I said, I went on eBay. So he went on Amazon, I went on eBay, but I'm talking probably close to 8 to 10 years ago. So I know things change. But on eBay, I got like 3 of them for like 10 bucks. People just getting rid of them. Okay, but the point is, you can get for fairly cheap, really cheap, a good workout, or a good gym, if you will, made with sandbags. Do the different exercises. If you take 2 people starting out, okay, and you got one person starting out at, I don't know, your commercial gym out there, you know, the judgment-free gym, and you got that person working out in that gym for a year, let's just say, and you got another person working out in his house, let's say it's just in the living room, with 3 sandbags of different weights. I promise you, both at the same level of dedication, this person's going to be stronger. Okay? I promise you, every time. Something to think about. Okay, so let's reinforce this with the tie. Like I said, maybe I'll show you how to do that clove hitch. So, throw your rope over on this side, like this, okay? Grab this end. We're gonna make, I guess, a V. So you see this V? Then you're gonna bring this through. The tail through the V. All right, I'll show you that again. So, I guess you could always rewind it too. Come around, come over. Make the V, U, whatever you want to call it. Feed this end through it. That's called the clove hitch, okay? That just tightens up on itself, all right? Just yanking on that. If you want to make sure, sometimes with slippery rope, you could put yourself a safety knot here. You don't have to, it will hold, okay? So we're going to tighten that up. Okay? So that's our 150-pound bag, okay? Actually, 152-pound bag. So this bag is obviously a little heavier to do things, but you can choose, turn it into a stone lift like so. Okay, stand up with it. shoulder it, okay? Let's see, you could, I mean, as I showed you before, the exercises, you could throw it if you want, you can do all these different things depending on your strength level. But overhead pressing it, okay, lay down with it, press it, floor press it, all kinds of exercises we can do with the sandbags. Obviously, the heavier they go, the harder the work, okay? And you might just turn it into a deadlift, maybe a squat with it, front squat. The lighter, you can do more conditioning things. So again, go get yourself a sandbag, 3 or 4 of them, get yourself some sand, and you can make yourself a gym anywhere you live, okay? It's safe, effective, and awesome, really. All right, so thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.